This video is created for a staff development meeting for Millbridge Elementary School in China Grove, North Carolina. I was scheduled to do this presentation today in front of 50 teachers, along with principal and some assistants. And due to their scheduling today, they ran out of time for me to do my presentation. So today is October 26, 2012, and in lieu of time, I am choosing to record myself doing the presentation for future use at another staff development meeting at some time. The media coordinator that I have been working with in my internship, between discussions with us, we decided that copyright would be a great thing for me to do my in-service project on, because it is required that the teachers be reminded of or taught or made aware of the copyright law and fair use provision. So I ended up doing a PowerPoint presentation as such. So a lot of the teachers that may be watching this at some point are probably wondering who in the world I am. My name is Allison Miller, and I am an East Carolina University grad student. I'll be finishing up this December. And I'm also a library intern at Millbridge Elementary, and some of you I know that I have seen, and some I have not. I completed 95 hours at Millbridge and completed another 15 at another library. This is my family, my husband and 3 children. We are also relatively new residents of Salisbury, North Carolina. We moved here February 2012, and we really love being here. We're close to my mother and my stepfather, and really love the country. And we really didn't move that far away. We moved from the Charlotte area. But there's not as much country there as there is here, and I have to tell you, I love the country. And so in this picture, I just couldn't help but get a pic of it, and I think they've already torn this down, so I'm glad I did it when I did it. This is a corn maze for blondes, which is very fitting, and it's one stalk. And wouldn't you know, I actually made it through that corn maze. It was very exciting. So being in the country has been very adventurous. I have driven alongside a pink pig on the road, and we've had impromptu goat crossings, and we just absolutely love it. So that's who I am. This presentation on copyright, I know maybe for some people it's not their favorite subject. There are really 2 things about copyright. 1, it can be very complicated and messy, and 2, it can be quite boring. In our first discussions about doing this presentation for the staff, we were planning to incorporate a DVD given by the county, and quite frankly that DVD was a little painful to watch. And I thought that maybe you had already seen that DVD, so I wanted to do something a little more interactive. So hopefully you will find this engaging, and you will learn something from this presentation today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is see how much we actually know about copyright before the presentation. So I love interactive presentations, so if each of you would get your laptops and log on to www.copyrightkids.org, and we are going to take a quiz. I've taken the whole quiz. There are about 25 questions, and if we did all that, we would have a 2-hour copyright presentation. So what I thought we would do is maybe take the next 5 to 7 minutes and go through and answer as many questions as you can. As you get to the home page of this website, look for something along the effect of take the quiz or find out how much you know, and click on that link, and it's going to give you a series of questions. And each time you answer the question, just click on an answer and then hit submit, and it will tell you if your answer is right or not, and if it's not right, it will give you an explanation as to why. So, you know, you might be surprised at what you know, and you might be surprised at what you don't know. Okay, so how did you do? Were you surprised of Was there anything in the quiz that you really just thought you knew and it turned out you didn't? Did anyone get everything right? Okay. I'm going to start this presentation with some very basic things. My guess is that you all know what copyright is, but sometimes it's good to always be reminded of the basics and why knowing about copyright is so important. So what do you think about when you think about copyright? Or how would you define copyright? Well, according to the Copyright Society of the USA, copyright is basically a form of protection for a creator of any work that's fixed and tangible. And that can include all kinds of different works: literary, musical, artistic, and other intellectual works as well. So what do you think is protected by copyright? Is everything protected by copyright? Well, let's see. Well, things that are covered by copyright law, like I said, are things that are in a fixed and tangible form, and it could be literary works, musical works, dramatic works, pantomimes, choreographies, architectural works, pictorial, graphic, sculptural work, motion picture, and other audiovisual work, and I may have said a couple of those more than once. These are all things that fall under copyright law. So what do you think is not protected by copyright? Kind of sounds like everything's protected by copyright, doesn't it? What do you think? Well, there's actually a good bit that's not covered by copyright law, if you can believe that. Things that are not tangible and fixed. And the first one on here are ideas. And my first thought is, for an example, is if I came up with an idea for some great product that I would like to create and to market, and I express that orally to someone else, and I don't ever do anything with it, and they kind of take that idea and run with it, it might be kind of hard for me to sue them for that, because I have not actually had anything that is fixed and tangible to protect me as far as copyright law is concerned. Other things: procedures, concepts, titles. You can't copyright your name. Short phrases and slogans. Basically, works that are not fixed in a tangible form of expression. And something else might be works consisting entirely of information that is commonly known, such as calendars, lists or tables. And another thing I wanted to mention here is a list of ingredients. Most recipes, if it's just a list of ingredients, cannot be copyrighted. All right, why should we care about copyright? Should we really care? What do you think? Well, I think we should care a whole lot, and there's specific reasons for that. According to the American Library Association, copyright issues are among the most hotly contested issues in the legal and legislative world. Billions of dollars are at stake. And the other reason is, other than just being respectful to the one who created the work, we want people to continue to have the initiative to create. And if their works keep getting stolen, or for some people that cannot make a living off of things that they create, they may stop creating. So we want, in our society, we would like for people to keep creating all kinds of works. And finally, the American Library Association states that legal principles and technological capabilities are constantly challenging each other, and every outcome can directly affect the future of libraries, which, I added, can affect the classroom as well. So as you have legal principles over here, and you have ever-changing technologies over here, which affect the way we can access and use information and distribute information, these two things tend to clash a good bit. And the outcomes of anything that becomes litigious can affect the way libraries